Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Armor Gaming. Today we have some exciting news. Team Shop finally changed, so I'm going to go ahead and look through the new monsters and let you guys know who I think you should get first. Alright, so to start things off, we have the new General Holter. He's Metal type. We have General Darmith, Reptie, General Atum, General Ingvar, General Thetys, Arnu, and Esthirel. Now, from what I can tell, there's only 4 new monsters. Thetys is old, Ingvar I think was old, Atum was there last time. So of all these monsters, the number one monster I think you should buy, and I'm kind of upset that they replaced Timerion, or they got rid of Timerion, but the closest monster to Timerion, I guess, in terms of support is Thetys. And the reason you should get Thetys first is because she has Stamina Devours, which essentially drains her mana and drains the entire enemy's team's stamina. So you stack her up with 3 speed runes, the highest level you have, and essentially she's your number one support monster. But aside from that, she also has a move that gives your whole team, it recharges all of their stamina, gives them a 50% boost, and it gives them accuracy or precision. So it's a really good monster to have, and it's definitely the number one monster you should buy. Now it gets really tricky after Thetys, because honestly all these monsters serve a different purpose, so it really depends on what you need. So for example, Ingvar is like a secondary support monster. He has the move Discouragement, which makes the enemy susceptible to special attacks. He also has a move Encouragement, which gives your monsters, it removes negative effects, it gives them stamina regeneration and life regeneration. It's a really good move. General Atum has a full team life shield. He can also reflect 100% of the damage, and he has an AoE stun, and he has a 0 cooldown 60 damage move, so he's really good himself. We move over to Reptie. Reptie is special because he has a move called Glamorize, which no other monster has a move even close to him. It essentially gives one of your monsters a 200% boost, so that's triple damage, and it's only for the next attack, but that's what makes him special. So if you're going for that one-hit AoE, knock out the whole enemy team, you need Reptie on your team. And General Darmith, when you consider only the fire monsters, he's probably in the top 3. So he's really good to have for Team Wars. He's an attacker. You stack him up with 3 strength runes, maybe 3 strength and 1 speed, depending on how tough the opponents you're facing are. So he's a really good monster to have. And then we have the new General Holter. Now he costs 2.2 thousand coins, which is a lot, but that's what all the new monsters cost when they're first released. And in terms of only metal monsters, I believe there's 7 legendary metal monsters, and I think General Holter, even though he has a really high attack, and there's this combo where he gives himself 2 times damage, and he can magnetize the whole enemy, and then he has like an AoE metal or element based attack. It takes too long to set up, so I honestly don't think he's that great. I think he's outclassed by monsters like Timerion, Metalhead, Annihilator, and Draza. So in my opinion, he's not that great. I mean, yeah, if you can set up, you know, if you can freeze, like it's just a lot to set up in my opinion. But again, I'm gonna do my best to let you guys know who I think you should buy. So you should definitely get Thetys first, and then honestly I would get either General Atum or General Ingvar, depending on what you need more. So Atum can be a really good attacker and supporter, so he can deal massive damage when you need him to, and he can also protect your team when you need him to. And even if he's the last man standing, because he has a move that doubles his life and reflects 100% of the damage, he can basically take out a team on his own. So he's really good, and like I mentioned previously, he has an AoE stun, so for that reason he's really good. And then General Ingvar, like I said, his Discouragement and Encouragement skills, aside from that, he has a stun move and an AoE blind, so he's also really good. So after Thetys, I think it's up to you to decide if you want Atum or Ingvar. And then we move over to Darmith or Reptie. Honestly, after you get either Ingvar or Atum, or after you get them both, you should move on to getting Darmith or Reptie. And again, they serve completely different purposes. Darmith is an attacker, Reptie is a supporter, or a buffer specifically. So it really comes down to the structure and dynamics of your team. So honestly, only you can make that decision. I don't really know what monsters you have or what strategy you like to utilize in your team, so it's really up to you. Now of course, even though I said you should get Thetys, then Atum or Ingvar, and then only after that getting Darmith and Reptie, but like I said, after Thetys, it's really up to you to get any of these 4 monsters. However, if you do want to know my opinion, I would say possibly get Atum first, then Ingvar, then Reptie, then Darmith, or Darmith, then Reptie if you are in real need of an attacker, specifically a fire attacker. And like I said, Atum, he serves as like a supporter and an attacker, so you're good there. He's a hybrid. And the last monster I recommend you get is Holter. because in my opinion he's really not that great, and I personally am not willing to spend 2.2k coins for him. So I'm actually going to save my coins hopefully for the next general, who looks amazing by the way. If you haven't checked him out, be sure you check him out. As far as the epics go, honestly get both of them if you have the chance. Esthirel, just because he's a really good light epic monster, and Arnu is also a pretty good epic monster himself. And I'm actually kind of wondering why they decided to release Arnu of all the different monsters they could have released. And I'm thinking maybe he might be used for a breeding event coming up. I was reading that in early May or late May, or the middle May, that's basically all of May, they're going to be releasing another breeding combination to make a legendary monster. So maybe possibly he could be used, so it might be worth it to pick him up. But of course you do have maybe like, you definitely have at least a month before they change it again, so don't worry too much. Just, if anyone from here, you should make sure you get Thetys first, and then again just look at your team, look at how you play, look at the dynamics of your team, and then it's honestly up to you to decide who you need to get. But I gave you a really quick synopsis of what each monster does, what purpose they serve, and I really hope this video helped you guys decide. Of course, if you still have more questions or want more specifics, leave a comment below or message me directly and I would be happy to help. Good luck to everyone getting the monsters you need. I'll see you guys next time.